Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making videos almost from the last 9.5 years, but I have not seen such a transit. Not just in 10 years, in my entire lifetime. I've not seen such a transit. Yes, you guessed it right. I said poison will come out. In Instagram, I've lost count over how many people have messaged me that today and yesterday they were laid off. Yes, exactly. Correct. You heard it right. And guess what happened on 19th, yesterday? Jupiter had entered Ashlesha Nakshatra. Now, of course, just because Jupiter entered Ashlesha, it does not mean that you got laid off. Just because of that, it must have been indicated in your dasha, mahadasha, antardasha, especially these two dashas. Only then can a transit give you job loss. Otherwise, it cannot. No transit can give you job loss if dashas don't permit. Nor can any transit give you a promotion or a better job or a better business opportunity if the dasha does not agree. So either it's good or bad in any area of life, career, marriage, health, you must have the sanction of the Mahadasha and Antardasha. Only then can things happen in the right or in the wrong direction. Either ways, unfortunately or fortunately. Now, but suppose your dashas are indicating trouble, then now the poison will come out. That's it. Like the poison is coming out already. Like I wish I could have put all the screenshots that I have received from so many people. Like, yes, married life, they've decided for divorce, but particularly for career, so many, just 2 days, today and yesterday, like hell lot of DMs. Nobody knows what's happening, right? But we as students of astrology, we get some hints what is happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special transit of Jupiter in Ashlesha. Now, this is why this is very special, because on one hand, Jupiter is exalted, but on the other hand, the nakshatra of Ashlesha is filled with poison. Now, many people got offended when I said, "Oh, this nakshatra has poison." Now, see, whenever I say that there is poison or this is a tough nakshatra, it does not mean it is a bad. It does not mean if you have your ascendant lord, or if you have your moon in Ashlesha, you are a criminal or you are poison minded. You are like a snake. It does not mean that. Don't get offended, right? It means there are difficult things which you need to do. So, certainly in this case, also, wherever Jupiter rules in your chart, depending on your ascendant, you will have to do difficult things in that area of life. And that's exactly what we are going to discuss today. All right. God is there with you all the time. Just look to Him. Hopefully, He listens. And yes, if you're new, then don't forget to subscribe to Exotic Astrology. Don't forget to hit the notification bell when you get new videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe along with the thumbs up. And if you want a personalized horoscope consultation from me regarding your career, marriage, health, or any other area, you can always book a consultation via my website. You'll find it down in the description section. Now, first mistake that you can do is you can directly jump to the transit. No, don't do that. Yes, I understand you are tempted to do it because that is how transit videos make you feel, right? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. You need to go and see that. No, first go and check your Mahadasha, Antardasha, what they are indicating, which houses are they indicating. This is fundamental. If you do not do it, the rest will be history, which nobody remembers. Okay. So don't jump into the houses. Please don't do it. Yes, I understand. Jupiter rules two houses in your chart. But first, go to your dashas. And guess what? Before you go to your dashas, you need to do something else. What is that? Yes, you need to do comprehensive analysis of your overall chart, because the dashas will speak in line with the horoscope. So if you directly, so for example, if you have Venus in the seventh house and you have Rahu in the 10th house, so you jump into conclusion. Oh, I have Venus Rahu. So what is this? Seventh house Mahadasha, 10th house Antardasha. Will it be job or will it be marriage or what? Will I get divorced? Will I get fired or will I get a new promotion? No, it does not work like that. So, first, you need to analyze the overall chart. So, for example, you need to analyze your Lagna Lord, your Sun, Moon, the Artha houses. If you're talking for profession, 2nd, 6th, 10th, and especially the 11th, even though it's a Kama house, it's the house of wealth and money. You need to analyze the 2nd Lord, 6th Lord, 10th Lord, 11th Lord. You need to analyze all these placements, and then, of course, you need to analyze the Karakas of the 10th house, the Sun, Mercury, especially Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter also. So once you do the analysis, now you know what is the strength of the horoscope. Strength means how high can you go in career or maybe marriage, right? High means how much happiness is there, or in terms of health, in terms of your social life, in terms of your spiritual life, right? So you have checked your chart, and after that you see your dashas, right? So for example, as I said, if you are running Venus Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha, Venus is in the 7th and Rahu is in the 10th. Just assume, okay, just assume for a moment. Then now you know that themes related to the 7th house will be primary in my life. Why? Because you are running the planet's dasha who is sitting in the 7th house, Mahadasha, main, the big boss, okay, all time boss. And now within that, the Antardasha is indicating 10th house because Rahu is sitting in the 10th house, Venus Rahu. What is Venus Rahu? Venus Rahu means now you may get opportunities in terms of your profession, but to increase it through collaborations, partnerships. So this is more applicable to you in that context if you are self-employed or you are a business owner. If you are an employee, this might mean you are destined now to get new opportunities like promotion example, okay. But now suppose the nakshatra lord of Venus, okay, is badly placed, okay. So suppose Venus is, just take some random example, or you don't take, okay. Venus is in a particular nakshatra, you know who is the lord of that nakshatra. Go and see if that particular lord is in a Dusthana house, then it can mean the promotion will come, but it will be very difficult. I mean, in Venus Rahu, okay. And of course, you need to check the nakshatra lord of Rahu also. Why just Venus? And if the nakshatra lords of Venus and Rahu are very well placed, then absolutely you will make a lot of money during this dasha. Now, you have seen Venus Rahu, you know, yes, promotion is guaranteed almost. Now, you need to check where Jupiter is ruling in your chart. So, depending on your ascendant, Jupiter will rule two houses, right? So, you go and check. So, now, suppose in your case, Jupiter is lording a particular Artha house, like the 2nd, 6th, 10th, 11th. Now, the probability that this promotion happens during this transit of Jupiter in Ashlesha from 19th August to 31st of October is very, very, very high, because a prominent lord of a Artha house, either the 2nd, 6th, 10th, or 11th, is now transiting in the sign of Ashlesha. But suppose your dasha is indicating bad things, okay. So for example, if your Venus and Rahu, their nakshatra lords, are badly placed, then you come back to the transit and you see, oh yeah, Jupiter is lording either my 2nd, 6th, 10th, or 11th. Now it might mean that you get fired. Yeah, this is how you actually have to study. You can't just say, oh, Jupiter is my 10th lord, so I'll get fired, I'll get promotion. No, it does not mean that. Okay, don't jump into random conclusions like this. And suppose Jupiter is your 7th lord and your dasha is indicating the 7th house, 2nd house, marriage, okay. Then if your marriage is really going very bad, which means your dasha is indicating that married life is ruined, then now, along with that, if Jupiter is 2nd lord or 7th lord or 11th lord, now you may finally decide enough is enough. I cannot take this poison anymore. I have to go and take divorce. You may start divorce proceedings, or you may have your court appointment within this period, or you may just mentally decide that, yeah, that's it. My marriage is over. For the good or for the bad, that time will tell. But nonetheless, a decision has to be made. So, therefore, this transit will be a bit heavier for you, or rather more impactful if your dasha is bad. If your dasha is good, it will be good, but may not be that great. Okay, because Ashlesha does not give you things easily. It's the, yeah, it is the stake where the poison is, right? So therefore, if you have a bad dasha, bad mahadasha, bad antardasha, combination of these two, then this is a transit you must be concerned. I don't want to do fear mongering, but yes, if both are bad in your current periods, this is an alarm, all right? Now, if the Mahadasha is good, Antardasha is not good, then you will get warnings, but you may not be laid off, or there may not be divorce, or there may not be accidents. Okay. But you must take the warning very seriously, or else you'll be ruined. And if both are good, it's going to give you a lot of good things, but it will still come with a lot of hard work. Okay. So, in short, what I'm trying to tell you is if your Mahadasha, Antardasha is bad, it will come for free without much work. Like, yeah, the notice is there, right? You're fired. But if it is good, then it won't be for free. Yeah, there are nakshatras. Even if it is Jupiter, the result will not be different because nakshatra is the final boss. Okay. So, therefore, check your chart first, then check your dashas, then check the lordships of Jupiter, then come to the right conclusion. Not otherwise. Okay. Don't see the lordships of Jupiter, then see dasha, then see chart. No, it's useless. It does not work like that. All right. I hope you remain protected. And if you feel that this transit has been very overwhelming, then please chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And this is a mantra for the fourth house, and Cancer is the original fourth sign. So this will keep you protected. And most importantly, if you wish, you can also fast on Mondays if this has been too much heavy for you. Okay. And yes, of course, 4th September is Shri Krishna Janmashtami. And as you know, Shri Krishna is the Vishnu avatar, quote unquote, signifying the moon. So therefore, you can also participate wholeheartedly in Janmashtami, and you can pray to Krishna that he gives you freedom from all misery, as Shri Krishna says in the Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Brajaham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishami Ma Suchaha. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you'll find him. Don't forget to share your comments below. How is your time going? Which dasha you are running? Anything that you would love to share, which is good for others to learn also. Let's create a interactive comment section rather than a no comments or a hate section. All right. For personalized horoscope queries, please go to my website down below. And yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to Exotic Astrology if you are new. And if you have already subscribed and you have liked the video, share it with your friend who is in danger. Just kidding.